Hello guys, my name is Alex Kimani, and if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and share. So, pinetwork Ventures, a strategic leap years in the making, not a missed opportunity. The announcement of pinetwork Ventures has stirred both excitement and frustration across the global Pi community. For millions of dedicated pioneers, the introduction of a $100 million strategic investment initiative to support the Pi ecosystem marks a long-awaited step forward. And for others, it raises the question, what took so long? In a digital economy where speed often defines success, pinetwork has charted a different course. Slow, steady, and focused on sustainability over spectacle. Now with pinetwork Ventures officially unveiled, the world is seeing the fruits of that patience and purpose. However, the milestone also brings to light an undercurrent of confusion and speculation that deserves a clarification. Could this announcement have come 5 years earlier? Did the Pi core team miss a golden window, or is this a calculated timing? The very reason the project remains decentralized, debt-free, and poised for impact, some critics have taken to social media arguing that pinetwork Ventures is an announcement that should have been made half a decade ago, especially during the early stages of Pi rapid community expansion. Their concern is rooted in a perceived stagnation of ecosystem development, citing lack of official announcements or institutional funding that other cryptocurrency embraced in the early years. Others go further, suggesting that without continued momentum, Pi's value could collapse to an early price estimate, citing figures like $0.40 as a warning of what could happen if the network doesn't accelerate its progress. But these views may overlook the critical context in which Pi was built, the economic reality of 2019-2020, why earlier investment was impossible. In 2019, the Pi network first launched its mobile mining app. It was nothing more than a vision, a bold attempt to democratize cryptocurrency adaptation via smartphone mining. At that time, Pi was not listed on any exchange, nor was it generating liquidity through a token sales or institutional funding. Unlike many blockchain startups that relied on ICOs, that is, initial coin offerings, pinetworks deliberately chose not to sell tokens in its early years. This decision was rooted in the desire to protect users from speculative risk, avoid regulatory entanglements, and prevent the influence of early investors from overshadowing the community-driven mission. To suggest that Pi should have raised $100 million back then implies that a willingness to take an external capital, likely from a large crypto fund or a venture capitalist, a move that would have compromised decentralization, shifted governance to private stakeholders, and tethered the project to a profit-driven pressure. Such funding would have almost certainly come with strings attached, early token unlocks, centralized governance, and pressure to list Pi on exchanges prematurely. If that had happened, many insiders argue Pi could have ended up like other countless blockchain projects, centralized, speculative, and eventually irrelevant. Pi Ventures in the year 2025, a strategic investment, not a rescue operation. Fast forward to today, and the launch of pinetwork Ventures looks nothing like a bailout. It is not a reactive move to prop up a failing token. Instead, it is a proactive step, made at a time when Pi is fully operational, widely adopted, and moving into open network. With more than 60 million users and a live mainnet, more importantly, this 100 million is not alone. It does not originate from venture capitalists seeking to equity or tokens in exchange. Instead, it is a strategic ecosystem investment guided by the Pi core team and aligned with the Pi long vision. Its purpose: fund the development of decentralized applications, that is the D-apps built on Pi network. Number 2, support startups and entrepreneurs who want to build real-world use cases for Pi. Number 3, accelerate integration across industries such as retail, fintech, real estate, gaming, and more. This investment will operate without altering the core principles of the project. No token states, no external governance, no shortcut.